January 24th. No, I didn't. So what the hell's it doing?
I don't know. Pretty sure you changed that.
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
Maybe you did save it.
I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I guess my title just went kaputs. Well, I talked about the bypass. I just didn't change the title. Okay. So this is East River Subdivision. Not whatever I had before, but that's okay. At least I got a different picture, because I know I changed that. Anyways, guys, how's it going? Technical difficulty. It is Monday, January 24th. Yeah, as soon as I saw 21st, I was like, that doesn't look right. So we got the East River sub in. We'll be taking that back. What do I got coming out of here? Anything? I guess I got empties coming out of here. Oh. Let me open this up. Well, I guess I'm already in. I just have to go in. Everybody's in here. Public lobby. Why is everybody in the public lobby?
They want it. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just going here. I don't know what these guys are doing.
Go to the party. Go to the public lobby, see what they're doing.
Nah. They come around when they want. I mean, the public lobby's fine, but I don't want to be in the public lobby.
Not sure what Chris was up to. He was already in the game, though, so I assume he's doing something else. Probably was.
Oh, I don't know. Oops, I gotta turn the volume down. Well, nobody's on my server, so that's all I know. That's 8:02, so... yeah, nobody's on the server. Maybe they shooting a breeze. Okay. So we'll take the East River back, including the extension. Throw the switches here. It's a definitely a fun route, I think, anyways. Yeah, we dropped off some wood. It was fine. Mogul will be fine. I assume hard was what, or realistic is what it was already, correct? If I read the, it said 100%, if I'm not mistaken, so that must be... Does that make sense, Emmett? Mm-hmm. You gonna have a nap again, or what? Oops, break one there. Generator. No, I don't need a generator. Wrong engine. Well, I'm going backwards.
No heiser for you to get a mobile.
Yeah, I wanted to test that out. Not that I need the hyzer up here anyways, but... I didn't put any brakes on again? Guess not.
I'm not the same amount of a fan for the mobile as I used to be. It's just not too strong.
Yeah, it doesn't... It's okay. It worked fine for this run.
Yeah, it works alright, but it's not the best of them.
Ow. Oops. Okay. Oh, shit. So there was an update. I'm just trying to remember what else was in the update. Realistic freight has its realistic value, so I assume that's... So they're dealing with the freight, which is fine. And we want the realistic values. I don't mind that, to be quite honest. I know, I guess what we've been saying here, or it seems to be the popular consent with RTS, is that we would much rather see them continue to do whatever is realistic and not worry too much about what other people want. I'm all for this one, only because it's options. This is the first time we've really had an option that I recall, and it was suggested that we had an option. So more options are always better. So I got no problems whatsoever with them putting an option in there to appease other people, as long as we still get to play it the way we want, which is realistic. So I got no problem with it. Not much else I can say about that. Options. I've always been a huge advocate of options. The more options you give, the more versatile and you're able to please more people. And it's the server's the ones who decides it. So for me, I could run a popular server, make everything easy, or I can run what I want to run, and that's what I do. And it seems most of the people who are with me enjoy it that way, and that's why we've had East River sub. We did the expansion. We're starting to change some of our operations to reflect the operations with the grades, because we aren't able to run what we used to be able to run, which is okay. I'm fine with that. And so are, like I said, so are the guys who have been running with us. I'm not too sure what the other two guys are doing, but whatever. They know we start at 8, so the server's up. I gotta go see what the heck they're doing. Are they running their own server or what? He's live streaming. They've been playing for 3 hours. That's okay. I'm gonna run my server. I thought I saw Chris on earlier. Bob's probably just talking with him or something. Who knows? There. Just in case I... Do you want to run, Emmett? In case you fall asleep?
No, you can do it.
Yeah, sure.
You can run it thing.
But you've been having naps lately.
Nah,
If you're not taking control or doing something.
I'm alright.
Alright. If you say so. Ooh. Speaking of naps. I want a nap. Like, did I miss something? Oh, Camelback's there. Okay, maybe that's why that's about. I have no idea.
Just go in there, Sally.
I don't care. They want to have a party, it's okay. Are you going to turn the computer on and check the chat? Give you something to do. Oh boy. Hey, Hamilton. CN 1523 rare train ID went through Grimsby today. BNSF solo. Hey, Mark. That is a weird ID. I don't know what that's all about.
Sorry, what was the ID again?
It's like 1523 or something was the train ID.
Huh.
CN 1523. I don't know if that's. Oh no, I523. I think that's I523. Yeah, I gotta stop yawning. What you doing?
Out of curiosity.
What?
Okay.
Hmm?
Let's get like up to my 5 to 3.
Hmm. Salve? Brazil?
I believe that's Brazilian.
I don't know what salve means, but hello. Train Simulator Brazil. Cool. I have no idea what's going on there. I'll let them guys.
You should go check it out.
I don't want to check it out.
It is on your server.
It's on my Discord server. It's okay. When we run sessions, we run in the RTS channel. We don't run on public. They're just probably having a discussion, whatever. Because somebody's in there. Either that, no, he's streaming something, so I don't know what they're streaming.
Well,
But
I believe he was in Rose online, so.
well, and maybe they're running something with Chris's. They can do that. I don't mind.
Sure.
Could use some more traffic here, but that's okay. I'm gonna run the East River, and then if nothing else is going on, I'm just gonna head down south. I have to start looking through the applications pretty soon. Had a pretty good weekend. The yard's full. Comrade Kool-Aid, he's in on the weekends, and he did a lot of work.
Of course, most of our time probably was spent building the bypass.
Yeah, that was,
We
that.
did get some work done, though.
Oh yeah.
Of course, the bypass should be fairly important, so.
Well, it's got the one siding. We haven't used it yet, but
I mean, we parked it once, but that's about it.
I don't mean it. We parked on the main.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was all on broadcasting live on my Discord channel. But as I said last week too, I'd rather do the YouTube during the week when it's just a few hours, because we're in and out all the time, and to create 3 or 4 different videos is it's too much. So you guys getting your first look, if you weren't on, I guess you weren't on the Discord. No, not too many people were on the Discord this weekend I could see. But I don't mind it. It's just too much to live stream that much. But I'm not going anywhere as far as YouTube, Just take a break. So the update today is to try and mediate people who don't want as realistic as physics, which is I'm okay with.
My question is, if they did that, why did they join the beta branch?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't realize what they were getting themselves into, or I don't know.
Can they exit the beta branch?
Yes. But that doesn't matter. The beta branch is what's going to become the actual branch. So for them to express, concerns or whatever, I mean, honestly, we were talking amongst ourselves here on the server on the weekend. Now, it was just myself, Bob when he was awake, and Comrade was on quite a bit. Or I shouldn't say that. No, Ghost was on as well. And I think he was on this weekend.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I think, if not Friday. I don't know if he was on Sunday, but the we were saying how you were going to see a drop in activity. So for Bob to joking around or whatever to say giving in again, I'm okay for that. They got to make them. They got to make their money in a piece or I mean, they can do whatever they want. I think they're doing the right thing. More options is something I've always advocated. If you can give more options and change a variable, and as long as it, but the catch-22 with that is if suddenly they start lightening things, and it becomes more derailments because they've lightened the physics. Because we haven't had too many physics issues, other than issues that would probably happen regardless, like speed issues and stuff like that. I mean, I come through here, I can keep the throttle going now. I don't have to worry about dropping down the throttle, because by rights, why should it? These curves are nothing. I shouldn't have to worry about that. But I did for a while. I had to keep it around 30 or something, which I've always wanted to be able to open it up a bit. And the engines are already regulated as it is, so. Just curious. There's something going on. That's okay. I got my stuff going on. Well, it says Bob's on the server. Well, I don't know.
I just joined. Never know.
Yeah, I didn't see him. Beats the hell to me. Whee. Chris ain't on. Chris is doing something else. Maybe I showing them something.
Possibly.
Who knows? The other thing too, and what that allows them to do is, like, say Camelback, for instance, if he's interested, right? Perhaps what that allows them to do is to show off different things or show the route or whatever. So they might be doing that. I'm not sure though. If it's quiet, I'm going to head down to the south as soon as I drop this off at the yard.
Yeah.
I didn't check the sheet updates, but I know there's a lot down there. I was going to take the Eureka. The Eureka's... I believe the Eureka is at the depot.
Unless someone moved it should be.
Yeah. Because Ghost was the last one using that, but he's got his... He just has a Heisler that he wanted, so... He wanted another Heisler, and I thought, alright. Figured we'd be using it more often anyways, so... No biggie. And if people prefer one, a certain engine over others, why not? Originally, I wasn't going to get a Heisler and a Climax, but then once the realistic physics came in, I could see the benefits to it, and Bob was all for it from the beginning, so I was like, well, I got no problem doing that. So.
I think it's good to have all the units just so that people can try what they want.
Yeah, me, I was more of having kind of like a character, like only buy what you need type thing, and because we have way too many engines for the amount of people we have running right now. We've had 5. I don't think we've ever had 6 running. But it's kind of weird because Chris is often busy on the weekends and free in the week. Bob it comes and goes with Bob, and but he's here most of the time. I'm obviously here 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So this is the section we're coming up here was the original end of the East River sub. So there was just enough to do a backup over to there. There's the iron ore sub, or whatever we want to call it. I don't know. I like the East River. So this is the East River siding. We built this as a halfway point. The reason why the ladder's there is for the potential of a small storage or transfer or anything that we may get from coming into some of the other grades. So it's a good place to have a meet because the sub is so long and this bypasses the smelter. So Emmett pretty much did 99.9% of the track work. I don't know if I did anything. I might have scouted a bit or something, but Emmett did all the work. So are we climbing 2% here or are we flat? I think we're climbing 2%, aren't we? No, we're going down. Right, Emmett?
Yeah.
We're going down?
Well, we go down and uphill.
Okay, it's kind of like a bowl.
It's still a bowl, yeah.
It's still a bowl, but it's not as bad.
It's not as bad as a bowl as a smelter.
Yeah.
It's just a smaller bowl.
Yeah. Oh, I was reading too as far as seeing the tank. The best way, and there's the line below us. Emmett likes to call this the high line. Should cut the second of 2 trestles, the ones before that. This isn't the longest trestle, but this is pretty long as it is. But there we go. Down below there is the Y of the smelter. Oh yeah, we got a caboose down there? Oh, maybe that was already there. But that has to be repositioned. Pretty much dead ends at the which is nothing because it was all about turning engines anyways. We barely use it. So it's a nice vantage point of the pretty much everything. Oh, I gotta slow down here. Oh boy. I forgot about this section. This is the one section where you gotta slow down. Wasn't paying attention. Should have warned me. But it's not as bad because it's flat there.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now we're on the big curved trestle. caboose down there, but I thought I saw a caboose on the Y. Maybe I was not looking at that right. Whatever. So it's a fairly high speed. It's average maximum is 2%. There are, I think there's one tiny little 4% section that you know, as long as you got momentum, you're fine. You can just back up anyways and push it again.
The majority of this entire bypass is less than 2% or 2%.
Yeah.
With a small 3 and 4% section.
Yeah.
That's about it. A lot of it's flat too.
There's there's some flats, definitely a lot of flat sections. There's a spiral below. And then we rejoin the original line. And that's the end of the East River at Rock Cut Junction. Well, Rock Cut Junction it is now. What we used to just call Rock Cut. And that reason why it goes over that way is to gain a little bit of altitude, is it's because there's no room on the other side to do it, so gains the altitude, crosses over, and then continues its climb while the other line starts declining into the bowl. A lot faster though, huh? You don't have to worry about the switchback. You don't have to worry about going down into the smelter. Even with the physics, I think it's still a little faster.
Yeah, I bet you'd be a hell of a lot faster without the physics.
Yeah.
All I know is I like it. So.
Oh, I like it too. All right. Well, if I'm the only one running tonight, I might take advantage of this right now and because I'm trying to make some adjustments to the sheets, so. And of course, multiplayer is, you know, more fun, but at the same time, I find it's still satisfying enough because there's so much to do, and you're not. I mean, that's one of the longer runs right there. What we just did. And that, like, what were we at? 8:35. We started at. I think we started. We start right on time. I think we started at maybe 8:05 or so.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a 30-minute run.
Yeah.
And the entire East River. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty normal.
Because at one time it used to be an hour just to get from... Well, maybe here, Sawmill. Yeah, it's pretty normal.
It's pretty normal.
Kool-Aid was talking about having a siding for that. I told you about that, right? Did I tell you that? Do you know what I'm talking about? See where the center, see where the bulkhead flats are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what he wants...
Oh, yes, I remember now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he wants a siding. I think there's 7 of them there, right? Is there 6?
7.
There is 7, okay. So yeah, that's what we have. So yeah, even a siding for maybe 10, just in case we expand it, but...
Yeah.
I gotta take a look and see what's up here. But I'm gonna use this opportunity. If nobody's running. If they are, that's fine too, but... Okay, so I got one train here. Is this for Xbox? Hell no. This is for the PC.
I'm not sure if they have it on console.
No. As far as I know, no. You would have to take a look at it. As far as I know, I would say no.
I don't think they do, but I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually do.
Who's got a beam train?
The raw iron. It was because there was too much of it down in the smelter.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. Well, we'll clear up the south then. Okay, so I'll bring this in on the 3rd track.
No, I don't believe it has any console access right now. It's only on PC.
I'll still watch because it looks cool.
Yeah.
But you don't have a PC? Nobody's got PCs anymore.
Yeah, people are switching to console more often now.
Yeah, that's okay. But it is cool. Lots of fun. It's too bad there is no multiplayer going on, or else you'd be seeing that as well, but... I'm just checking my Discord. They're doing something else, so... Get to connect to my Discord, and you can go to the public lobby, and who knows what they're doing over there. These are my 2 admins right here. Oh, no. Oh! Bob's coming. No, somebody's coming. Camelback's just left. I don't know what's going on. Small apartment. I only have an Xbox and a Lionel train set layout next to it. Wow. You fit the Lionel, but you gotta... Most people can't fit the train set.
Won't be surprised if this game eventually comes out on consoles.
You never know.
If there's enough demand for it, they'll do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna put an entry in first. I started off with empties. How many empties do I have? 7? I can't remember. I'll double check in a second. Man, this yard is packed now.
Even I forget which one's west and which one's east.
This is the east. This is the east.
Yeah, the east yard seems to be fairly packed.
The east yard's packed. The west yard was packed. So what happened was I was coming in here. The crazy thing is, we may need, I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see. Right now, it's not really demand. There's actually more of a supply than demand, as far as cars. which is kind of odd because there was a demand not too long ago. But I took some on Sunday. Yeah, I took some of these beams off the left-hand side. Yeah, he was just pumping this stuff out. Okay, I'm gonna do an entry for this because I wanna. If I'm not gonna save tonight, which is an okay thing, I want to test tomorrow the sheets that I'm trying to work on. And if not, then I'll do it probably Wednesday, maybe. Okay. So I'll go to the sheets. So I had 7 empties. Movements. Oh, get rid of that crap. Okay. What do we call them? Beams, I guess they would have been. I could have. See, they got these tier 1 things too that I might be able to use, but yeah, they were beams though. What's the date today? The 24th. 7 at the coal mine yard. East yard 3. And they're transferred. Okay.
I have a question real quick. How do you account for having multiple cars and multiple item types in the same train?
Multiple item? You just these are the trains. So if you have them, then you put multiple entries.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all. What that is about is so that in between saves, which I'm going to do a save right now, anyways. But in between saves, because all this comes from Minnie's work. So if we look at the schematic, and we look down south, see the logs can go. This is what we're looking at as ironworks down south. Yeah, see, he has no room for the raw iron. So what I got to do, look at the coal. But did you see? Have you seen what it looks like over at the?
Jesus, the smelter has 180 iron ore.
It had 217. It had 217.
Did it cover the tracks yet?
No, it had 217 or something, but something started producing again.
That's because someone removed the raw iron.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
They probably doubled up the hill, I imagine too.
So, we've got. Man, this is crazy. Outputs right now.
Yeah, I've never seen that many numbers really.
Well, this was kind of cool because I was actually purposely trying to fill it up, but they're actually now they're getting into the cordwood again. The coal mine, I bet you.
You're gonna need more of those cordwood cars.
Look at the coal mine.
Yeah, 228 of 720. You're gonna need more of those cordwood cars for oil barrel storage.
I'm not storing any. I'm gonna need what?
More of those cordwood cars for oil barrel storage.
No, I can fit 1,000 into the refinery.
No, I mean the oil barrels. I mean, I know you can fit 1,000.
I don't care about oil barrels.
But you can't fit that many pipes, I don't think. I mean, you could pump lumber there, but...
Oh, Jesus, yeah. Yeah, the pipes, well, I can fit 100.
Yeah.
I can do one transfer, but yeah, if it doesn't, the problem is I shut off my demand while I'm doing this. Next week it'll go into effect once I have this demand system in play. And I have to tweak that, but yeah, I can pump it like crazy or hold it like crazy with the crude oil. The other thing too is, well, the other way of doing it too is to get this thing going. So if I get this thing pumping and I put all the if I keep all my steel pipe going into here and I build up the crude oil supply, that's one way of alleviating it.
Yeah.
The bottom line is I got to go down south right now.
Well, another thing is you're going to need to drop off tools there and everything there. And
I know.
You should be able to get rid of some things, but then lumber is going to become a problem because you have 24 lumber there. So you.
Well, yeah, lumber ain't going to be a problem.
You're going to have an overload of everything. If you don't do the south lines.
Well, that's what I'm doing. But lumber ain't going to be a problem. Look.
Yeah.
And if you see, and did you see? Well, here's the other thing too. Look at this. Freight depot.
It's stuffed, isn't it?
Yes.
What I meant by lumber, though, is I think you're gonna have too much lumber. You're gonna need to start to offload it somewhere, and if you take it to the iron mine, then you're gonna have problems.
No, I'm not. We're not going to have too much lumber. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, lumber. We're popping up to the depot, regardless.
Yeah, you know.
We're just sending the oversupply. We're not even worried about demand in that case. Let me go ahead and respawn. Actually, yeah, I'll respawn.
Wholesale prices.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
30% off.
I mean, I wanna have the demand fluctuate based on the supply of manpower. But
Buy one get one free.
what happened to the those cars? There was like some cars here the other day.
They're in the yard, yeah. There's some cars that were separated.
No, there was. Oh yeah, something happened here. Because there was a car that went down here somewhere.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even know how the switch is set against where I believe the rest of its string is.
What's this thing here?
That's the Eureka over there.
No, I know that. Because I'm taking that. Let's go back down south. My baby.
Oh, we'll see how good this thing performs now. I know I can do alright on low grades, so...
Well, that doesn't matter. It's...
I presume it's not going to be intended much for the higher grade situations now.
No, that's why it's coming south and...
I don't think I'll have any troubles with the tank cars,
So... I heard if you do third person...
Yes. Ah, I see what you're about to do here. You might need to shorten your view a bit.
Huh?
You might need to shorten your view a bit.
I can't shorten...
Was that like the first third person view?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm in this.
So give one more view, and then let's see. Then you have to like duck down into it. It's like you have to pan your camera into the tank.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm bet.
So where's my tank?
It's at the back by the fill up. It's practically empty. Yeah, that's not very good.
No, we don't know that. It could be totally full too. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's totally full.
Yeah, it's okay. That's up there. Cool. It's not totally full. Looks like it can use a little bit, but I'm not worried about it. So that's how you do it.
It's not very effective, but...
No, that's what he said.
I wish that was recorded somewhere inside the train.
Well, I wish I put a suggestion for having a dipstick.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And that's how they do it.
I think having a second water gauge would be good.
Yeah, but a second water gauge is not prototypical.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. They use dipsticks. I have a loft bed, which is bunk bed, but no bed underneath it. Oh, cool. Okay, oops. My water temperature is up there. Yeah, here we go. So I forget what do I need, beams or lumber first? I think I need beams.
Presumably, yes, lumber is full.
Huh?
Lumber is full, you need beams. Did you check your switches ahead of you?
Yeah, I'm going. Don't worry. I'm just crawling.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Alright, so I want to get that beam off the mains. I don't know what happened there. What do we got here? But I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but I could have 6 there, though. Ooh. Maybe I'll just leave it in the yard.
Those 6 are unattached, by the way. Many of them are to have some problems.
Huh?
They're unattached up here.
What do you mean they're unattached? Oh.
I don't know what happened. They do look like they have enough distance for links and pins, so I wouldn't be too concerned, but you should check them before you back up.
I still want these. Yeah, I'll be getting. I can get around them. I don't know what happened. Who knows? Oh crap! I'm all the way over here. I don't want.
Bob's in the chat, eh?
Bob. What's up?
Hello.
What's up?
Not much. Came home and had a nice little nap.
Oh yeah. Did you guys have your union meeting?
Well, he was up there. Chris was up there, and also that 440 Camelback guy. We were just chatting.
Cool.
I'm planning a strike.
The grand tour of my railroad.
Cool.
Nice.
Need to do a grand tour of this thing someday.
Grand tour for who?
Yeah, he showed me all the stuff he hasn't built yet.
So
There's a lot of that.
I brought those empties back, and now I got the Eureka, and I'm gonna head south because it looks like the south is desperately needed to do some stuff again. See all the wood around, Bob and Chris?
Lots of wood. I like the wood.
Comrade drove up the yard again, did he?
Oh yeah, it's packed. Both sides are packed right now. Although the logs are empty. Let's see here. I don't know what happened. I'll go grab it.
Alright, am I done?
Oh, is that time? Can you do me that favor?
Yep.
Thank you.
If you can pass me the cup, that is.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gathering some of the beams out of the yard here. I got the Eureka, so I'm going to take that down south, use that as the regional engine again. Buddy. All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
See
ya.
Bye.
Bye, buddy. Okay. Get the cereal bar.
Well, that's really weird. I loaded in at the freight depot, and then as soon as my character walked forward, I all of a sudden showed up at the sawmill.
Cool.
I've had that happen to me on occasion. Not often, but occasionally.
Stargate. So you don't like all the options they gave everybody to make everybody happy?
Bloody Karens.
Hey, I'm okay for options, as long as I still have what I like.
Well, it's a good step forward if they want to create an option page and start putting all the admin options there. And it's a good idea if they had always planned to do that. I just hope that it wasn't to acquiesce the Karens.
Well, the other problem too is they're in the beta, and being in the beta, you think they would have known what they were getting themselves into. But the other thing too is, if they go to easy physics, are they going to have more issues with cars? Because we're not having issues with cars now.
Well, and now they have to fix problems based on what physics model you choose, and now they have to find a solution that's still not going to break the game for others.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if their goal is to test the physics, it didn't really help that you just let everybody opt into the physics beta, and now they're opting out while they're in the beta, and now you can't test it properly.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way. Here's the beta, you use all the physics. Oh, wait, physics is too hard? Okay, well, let you opt out.
Yeah, I mean, then you should have just stayed in the regular branch, not the beta. So what's the point of the beta then if you're now giving people in the beta the option to go back to what's not in the beta?
Yeah, and
I understand once it, gets updated for everyone, that's one thing, but while you're in the beta, I would think the idea is to let everybody test out the physics so that they could give you feedback.
And at what interval are they going to make this beta branch the official branch and wipe out the snow for everybody?
Well, that brings me to my other thing. If you can give options to toggle on and off the physics, then why can't I toggle on and off the snow?
Yes, that should be a very basic toggle.
I think you're dealing with at least, well, with the cabooses, you have the wreath around the cabooses. Now that could be a different model or an altered model, but I'm not sure. Although you do have it in two different branches. So, as for the snow itself, I don't, and the snow around the ground, I don't think there would be much of a difference, but who knows? Whoops. One too many.
I mean, I wasn't going to be a baby and go make a bunch of posts saying, I want snow, I want snow. I mean, I would like the option to keep the snow. I like the snow.
Wonder if that'd be a client option or a server option. Because really, it shouldn't affect, unless it affects gameplay or something. You should be able to see a snowstorm and we could see spring.
Yeah, I really don't see why I couldn't have snow on while you have the server. From your perspective, it could be summer in mine. I don't see how it would affect gameplay.
Well, the other thing too is you can opt out of the beta branch and still join me apparently, and you will get your snow.
Oh, really?
At least that's what I'm the understanding of, but I could be wrong, because as far as I know, when you join, I forget how the hell that works, to be quite honest. It's out there, though.
I heard that worked the first day, but then after they did the next beta update, that didn't work anymore.
Ah, okay. So it was a little loophole.
But I haven't tried it. I have no idea. That's what I read.
Yeah, I like my beta.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go back from the beta just so I can have snow. I like having the physics. That's why I play with the physics turned to realistic.
Yep, I like the physics too, and I could live with or without the snow.
Oh yeah, this Eureka.
The Eureka's a fine engine.
It's a fine engine, but it's a wimp.
Like my cookie.
Yeah, I ran it. It's interesting. Actually, it's not so bad. What did I do? I took 7 beams, 6 or 7. I can't remember what. Yeah, I guess it was 6 because it was under 20. So I took whatever. No, I think I took 7 beams, and I processed the rest, and it went on the high line no problem. So, I mean, there was times where it was a little slow, like up on some sections of the original East River section, where there's like 3% sections in that, but otherwise it ran fine.
I like the 72, but aesthetically I like the updated version of the 70. I don't know when that'll be coming out, but I saw on the tech tree they're going to do the rebuild from like 1919 when they rebuilt them.
They want to do a lot of things. I mean, that's a good thing, actually, that they do want to do a lot of things, because longevity-wise, if they got that much goals in mind, holy crap.
Yeah, they have 10 years of locomotive modeling ahead of them. And maybe their plan is to farm some of that out to the workshop.
Could be.
Well, I think whether they officially farm it out or not, you're going to have people, once the workshop opens, uploading locomotive models. You're going to see a lot of English, I guarantee you, a lot of English locomotives, since everybody constantly asks, are we going to get this locomotive from England? Are we going to get this one from England?
Right? And you know somebody's making a narrow gauge Challenger and a narrow gauge Big Boy.
Oh yeah.
Two is departing depot for Oilfield.
Seriously.
So yeah, I was I put a suggestion into the this morning about getting dipsticks, and Clown had replied to it, and he said one way of finding the water level of the tanks and the tenders is if you go into third person view and you rotate the camera, it will put you inside the tender and you will see the water level. It's actually physically modeled. Even the ones you can't see as well, they are there. And sure enough, I did it with Eureka, and yep, it worked.
That's cool. That's something I didn't consider. You still gotta be mindful that it only shows if your viewpoint is above the water level. Otherwise, it looks completely empty.
Yeah, and the way to know that it is completely empty is your water level will start dropping. But yeah, I know that's a pain in the ass when you're like I had to change the like when you're underneath the water level, even if it's half full, you're not going to see it. Actually, I think you may see it above you. You'll see a line or something, but sure enough, I did see it, and it was like 80% full. So looks like it was fine. I just went ahead and took it, and I'll take a look at it, keep an eye on it. Eureka gets pretty good. I got 7 beams right now. I'm hauling on flat. Once it gets going, it's pretty good.
On level ground, I think most of the locomotives, they say as soon as you can get them going, you can pull like 100 cars.
Oh, okay, yeah, that somewhat makes sense, but I think there should be limits to even level ground, so I don't know how accurate that is.
Well, Stan was saying he couldn't even pull 12 log cars on flat ground with something. I forget what locomotive he was using.
The Porter.
Number 5 is leaving the yard, heading towards the freight depot.
Roger.
Roger that.
Hello, corrupted. Okay. Can't quite see that switch down there. I'm going to go ahead and bring that to a stop. Yeah, the switch was against me. Yeah, what do we got here? What's the plan tonight? Well, gotta work the south because there's a lot of supply coming in. And we've slowed production down with the oil side of things, so we gotta get going with that. Lots of iron ore, raw iron. In fact, raw iron is at capacity, so that's the big thing. Is to try to find a home for the raw iron, which means I have to start producing.
44 leaving the smelter, heading north to the coal mine junction, occupying main line, taking rails up to the coal mine.
Racing.
So we got 3 guys running right now. 3 guys, different sections. Bob there, he's heading east to the coal mine, taking some more rails. Oops, I better slow down here. Let's see where we're at. No, yeah, that's tools is the first one, so I will bring it to a stop and then start a slow roll. Yep. I'll get it going, then I'll back it up. Oh, I got full brakes on, damn it. Okay, let's try that again. It's always a guessing game when you're trying to do this by yourself. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. I only get a little section, so I gotta make it count. That's 7. Ten. $13. $16. Yeah, that should be it for now. I knew I was going to have extra. Okay. Leave the switcher to deal with the rest there. So, that brings me up to 19. Now this is what this log thing is in between, because this is from the original save. So that brings that up. Now it's the pipes that it's going to want the most out of here. Tools, we got quite a bit, but we need pipes. We could use more beams eventually, because this is what's going to happen here, is this is going to go haywire. But the pipe cars are over there. So what I'll do is I will yeah, for now I'll put those, I'll set those. We'll grab the pipe cars. And I believe I have some tools all ready to go. But I think I have to store them, because that's going to be 50 of them. I got, let me see. I'll have 45 pipes, which would put me up to, that would exhaust that. So I could bring it. We'll see. Regardless, I gotta get those pipe cars, or the tool cars out of the way. else we got over here? Oh, nothing. Where's the tanks? Okay, I see the tanks are back there. Don't need those right now. Can I go ahead and do a save?
Alrighty.
Okay, that's... Alright, that's done. Two departing oil fields for ironworks, backing up a diamond.
Let me see.
Shoot. Crap. Greetings, Light Wolf. Whew. Of course, if you guys want different views, you can go onto my Discord page. Bob's running live. He's heading up to a coal mine. I think they're awesome. The new patches have been great. There was the latest one that I think was a compromise for people that didn't want to handle full physics. Or it's kind of weird because we were just talking about it. It's kind of ironic that people signed up for the beta for the physics and now they're opting out of the beta, but they're still technically in the beta, so I don't know, but I'm all for options, so as long as it doesn't affect what we want, which is we're running totally realistic, so I mean, the highest grades we have are generally 3% with the odd 4% peak here and there, but East River sub that we just I built over the, or sorry, my son built over the weekend, that is mainly 2% or less, and it was to accommodate longer trains again. Something which I knew we wouldn't be able to do, or we would be in jeopardy of not being able to do, and that was fine. So that gives us the option, and it was a pretty good line. I enjoy it. I think it's one of the more fun subs. I was going to run it tonight, and then I looked at what was going on. I thought, no, I got to get down south. And I wasn't too sure if the other guys were coming on or not, and they were showing what Chris was up to. All right. Yeah. I enjoy the challenges. I I've been opting for as far as options for a while. I would love to see. I mean, since we're talking about options, one option we were talking about is slowing down the production. We are just we don't have that many people running, and we are just it's just producing like crazy. Hey guys, I was just thinking. I was just looking at some of my YouTube chat, and remember how we were talking about options not too long, about half an hour ago or whatever. It's interesting. Remember that the one time, Bob, that we were talking about hopefully having an option that we could slow down production? That's something that's I guess we didn't cry enough about.
Why? Because they're adding it, or other people are crying.
No, they're not adding it. It's obviously not a. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody wants to slow down production except us, maybe a few others.
Yeah, it's not going to make the game easier. People crying just to make the game easier.
Oh, we're crying to make it harder.
Exactly.
We're not crying, but
we want more of a challenge, not less of a challenge.
Well, we got plenty of challenge right now, so no, we shouldn't be using the term crying because we're not crying. We're just mocking.
Someone lost their name badge on my bus today. I was telling Chris earlier. The name badge is that of a Karen. So somebody whines on my bus, I'll just grab the name badge, hold it up, and say, "Hey, did you lose this?" I'm sure there will be a letter of discipline promptly placed in my employee folder.
What's the worst they're gonna do? Fire you?
Yeah, retire me.
There you go.
Go ahead, do it. So at one point, I remember them saying that all the locomotives had the same max speed, but now this boob job can only go 11, apparently.
Really? Oh yeah, no. Some of them have different speeds. I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed with the boob job going up with rails to the coal mine.
Too slow, huh?
Yeah, well, and I started with six rails plus a caboose, and it didn't even make it. So I had to drop the caboose. It still just sat there and spun its wheels. So then I dropped another car, so I'm only going up with 5 cars of rails, not 6.
I think 5's the magic. I think the Heisler does 10, but it does pretty slow. You'd have to check the logs.
Well, I know with the Mogul, I was pretty sure I was able to do closer to 10. I have to go back and look at the sheet, what I did.
It's weird that you're having issues because as far as my understanding is, the Climax is now the most powerful engine in the game. It should be able to pull the most cars up the steepest inclines.
Yeah, that was my understanding as well. I've double-checked the brakes twice, and they're not on.
Did you give it a good run? Or momentum?
Well, I didn't at the smelter because I stopped, so I had to start from a crawl. But it never really got going. And even now on the East River Y, I'm at 80% throttle and only doing 7 miles an hour.
Well, I mean, in terms of speed, it's not going to be fast, but it should be able to have the most pulling power.
Right. I wouldn't have thought the 6. I don't mind going slow if I can take 6 cars in a caboose or 7 or 8 or whatever. Right. It's got to balance out to make profit for the company. Right. Either let me take a few cars and go really fast, or let me take a lot of cars and go slow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the issue is then.
I hate to go 100% on this thing because I hear that once you do 100, it just does wheel spin. And that's what happened on the incline. I was going up, and maybe that was my downfall. When I got to 100%, it just, the wheels spun and it stopped. Maybe I should have stopped at 90 and just let it creep.
Yeah, supposedly they had fixed the wheels spin before the beta, and then when they put the beta in, the wheel spin issue came back, so I don't know if they're planning on fixing it again.
We're at 90% throttle and 8 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are used to other sims. So that's my thought, anyways. I wonder if too many people are used to the sims that are out there that are not as realistic.
Possibly, but I don't know that people who like racing car games would compare one game to another and expect them to all be the same. Or first-person shooters as well, right? They all have a life of their own.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird with some of the expectations and the whining, and you know what I mean.
We had 6 to 12 centimeters of snow here today, which is 12 centimeters, of, 5 or 6 inches. I don't know that we got that much. I did see someone shoveling as I was getting to my apartment, and it looked like a good 3 inches on the part that they were shoveling. And the OPP posted a picture of a blurred out black sedan that was doing 100 kilometers in a 50 kilometer zone, 107 kilometers actually in the 50 kilometer zone, while the streets were snow covered and it was snowing. Like, not only are you doing 57 over the limit, you're doubling the limit, but it's also not even ideal conditions. They said the driver was a 17-year-old, and you couldn't really tell what kind of car it was other than a black sedan. definitely make out the 5 Audi circles on the trunk. So it wasn't no Camry or Mazda 5. And what a 17-year-old is doing with a nice Audi like that is beyond me. My first couple of cars were junk.
Yeah, some of these... I've seen some of these kids with all kinds of crazy vehicles. Well, not maybe that young, but... Depends who their daddy
When I
is.
graduated high school, it was just a lot of beat-up, junky cars, and I delivered to the same high school I went to high school in for a job. And the cars I'm seeing in the parking lot now, I'm like, how are these kids? And they're poor. These are not wealthy kids, these are poor kids. Like, how are they driving these cars?
Yeah, these are cars that your parents would still consider a nice car, right?
Yeah, a lot of them, absolutely.
Apparently it's all Bitcoin money.
I don't know where they're getting it from, but I don't know how they're driving these cars. The other thing that makes me laugh now is, like, when I went to high school, it wasn't overly difficult to get a parking pass once you could drive. I guess they must have made it significantly more difficult because all the kids are choosing to park out on the main road instead of in the parking lot.
I guess more of them probably drive now as opposed to back in the day.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, the parking lot is empty because I guess they're not giving the students parking passes to allow them to park in the lot, so they've got, like, I would say 50 empty parking spaces. They're all numbered for the students to go get a permit from the office. I guess either they're choosing to not go down to the office and get the permit, or they're not being issued the permit.
Oh, I didn't realize the parking lot was empty as well.
And the parking lot is half empty, so the only people that are really parking in the parking lot is the staff. Because one half of the parking lot is for staff members, and the other half is for visitors and students. And the students section, all the parking spots are numbered, and you can go down to the office and get a parking permit. And I don't know if they're just choosing not to get the permits, or if they're not being given them, because they're all parking out on the streets, and now both sides of the street are clogged up with cars.
Very nice cars, too.
Yeah, so that brings me back to that point. I don't know how they're affording these cars. You literally live in houses that are decrepit and falling apart. It's not exactly a wealthy community, so to have a car that's as nice as it is when you're living in a house that's falling down just baffles me.
When your car is worth half as much as your house.
Probably.
Drug money.
Maybe.
Yeah, Run 8 with the realistic physics, that definitely is an eye-opener. But this isn't... I mean, even with Run 8, this isn't as physical as Run 8. I mean, going down a hill, they don't really have the physics tuned properly, from what I can tell. But that's okay. I mean, this is better than some of the other games that are out there, so-called sims, but are games that you can stop on a dime, which was something that we used to be able to do at the beginning, which made me think maybe they're giving this impression that things can stop on a dime. But the good thing is, at least they have an option now, so I think it's okay. I just hope it doesn't interfere and then one option gets overshadowed to another, and bugs show up on the harder one, or the more realistic one, but the one that are people that whine the loudest tend to possibly get their way more, or I don't know. Well, we'll see. Still a very good community. I'm not saying that everybody's whiners. There's a lot of people who are very helpful, who have helped myself out and others. All kinds of third-party applications right now. Remember back in the day at Run 8, I was the only one that had a third-party application. And mine wasn't that great, so it's nice to know others are doing it, and I can just play the game and have fun and focus on my systems, and that's about it. Oh boy. I'm tired tonight. Should be good for that, I would imagine. Let's hope, anyways. Alright. Oh, that's good. Yep, I played it right from the beginning. Member of the beta team twice, got kicked out twice. Notorious. I haven't played it for a couple years now. And that's not, I didn't stop playing it because I got kicked out. I just kept doing my own thing. Running my server. Eventually, my servers got taken over. Actually, they didn't get taken over. They got taken over at my request, actually. Wanted to focus on other things. Kind of had a hard time in limbo for the longest time, waiting for this version 3. Version 3 never came. It's been a few years, so I don't know what's going on, but still, very good program. The best train simulator on the planet. And it's gonna take, who knows, I don't know, we're ever gonna see it, especially with the I don't know, I wouldn't say a decline of interest in railroads, but the decline of the PC, more people, you know, talking about Xbox earlier. There's no hard feelings. I'm quite happy with this now. Like I said, I was in limbo. I was going to develop my own stuff. I really don't like programming, so I didn't really want to develop my own stuff. But I know how to program. It's just... I just didn't want to. Nope. 2019, yeah. It's been 3 years, and... I waited for about a year, and because nothing was happening in the year, I just stopped playing and started doing my own thing, and it was kind of like a wait and see. It's... Put it this way, I was playing single player earlier tonight on here. I had no problem playing single player. I hadn't done it in a while. If I was really tired, I got about an hour to go, so it's not a big deal. If I was really tired, I may cut it short. But since a couple guys are on now, namely my admins, then they're able to do their thing, and we're all working together as part of the system. The distance between the towns are a lot shorter, but I think that's an advantage. Shoot. I think I'm going to go in forward. Yeah, I'll come in forward. I can come back out. Let me double check that. Might have to get the switcher going. I'll probably have to get the switcher going. Oh boy. We'll see how good this Eureka is with 7 loads. 2 boxcars and 5 pipe.
Might be okay if it's on level ground.
Yeah, for the most part. I just have to swing it around from the iron works back over to the oil field. But I can feel it. Yeah, the Mojave Sub, I was running the Mojave Sub server for a while, but I couldn't get any interest in it. So even after the 24/7 server was taken over, or handed off, I should say. Taken over sounds like somebody took me over, which they didn't. The Southwest server, I can't remember the name of it anymore. It's been so long. Put it in good hands, and they just ran with it, which was awesome. Okay. But I still would run short sessions. And I had a hard time getting people. The problem with the Mojave sub, my theory was if I used Mojave sub, it would get enough people who were still fairly new but wanted to run in a multiplayer session. It didn't work out back in, we're talking about 2 years ago now. So I'd run and, the odd time I'd get maybe one person or whatever. It's a lot different when you have two people running. Like here, I know what to expect. I know I'm not going to see trains flying by all the time. Which can make it tiring, at times. Or, to lose your focus but it feels more realistic because we're in that era and I do see train meets. And as much as I loved AI in Run 8, having the not having AI doesn't hurt it. Yeah, Depot's where I built my first yard. Ooh, gotta be careful, I'm getting dozy. No alerters on these things. Whew. You ever fall asleep at the throttle yet, Bob?
Pretty much. I'm just making it to the coal mine now. When I get on the ground here, I'd like to ask for a save.
Okay, roger that.
I don't know when the last time you saved.
A little bit ago. I can save it in like a minute there. You're just at the ground now, or?
I'm just pulling in. I want to spot the first car, and then I'll hop on the ground for a save.
All right, let me know when.
Thank you much.
Yeah, I'm dozy tonight for some reason. I actually slept in a tiny bit this weekend too, so I don't know.
Okay, save any time would be awesome.
Alright, so I'm going to come to a stop in a second. Yeah, it was 39 minutes since I last saved, so it's saved now.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Can't remember if I've used this porter since the update. I know I was down south because I ran the Climax, the Heisler, when I first got it. How's it pull on level ground? I think I lost everybody. Maybe. You guys still here?
Sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
Oh, the porter. I was wondering how the porter pulls on level ground.
I just used it to move, what is it, 8 wrought iron cars, and I didn't have any issues.
8 raw iron, okay. Oh, that's cool to know.
I mean, it didn't move very quickly. I had to use it at 100%, and it was going slow, but it moved.
That's alright.
That's pretty stout, though.
Yeah, I guess you can't use that porter anymore for the log runs.
No, I don't think it would handle the incline. I was on level ground, so that's the only reason it worked.
I was able to do 4 log cars, but it was sluggish. Don't know if she'd want to do 6.
Then again, I'm going to try to pull 4 tanks.
Empty or full?
Empty.
Maybe.
Be really interesting loaded.
I said I'm not really overly interested in getting more locomotives right now, but I would like a 060 switcher. I think they have that on the tech tree.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Something bigger than the Porters, but not as big as the Mogul.
Ooh, definitely got a break going on here. Don't know where, but we got one. Really? Ooh, okay. It could be my boiler pressure too. Although I should be coming up now. Yep. Trying to kick 4 empty tanks with a with the Porter too.
No.
You'd be surprised.
I'm sure you can do it. I was just teasing.
There they go. I just hope I gave it enough to get by the switch. They were in my way. Oops. Oh. I forgot about my tanks. Oh boy. This ain't gonna be good. Oh man, they're really rolling. They're really rolling. This ain't good. This ain't good. Bounce. Bounce. How the hell did you go through the switch? No, that's why. Okay, let's try it. This might actually re-rail itself. Oddly enough. That's what happens when you get dozy. I didn't think I pushed him that hard. Guess I should turn the light on. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling these cars out of the way so that the other guy can come in, do his unloads, and then we'll figure out everything else. I gotta re-rail those cars if they haven't re-railed already, which I doubt. didn't think that was in. Okay, now we're good. Okay, here we go. So, definitely try to get the empties going. And the loads I'll take to the end of the spur. If I can just get past that switch, I'll be golden. Yeah. Yeah, that'll stop. Wow, I almost got past that switch. Okay. Well, that's a bonus. Okay. Now to get this unloaded. 66,600. Oh man, stop yawning. Let me guess, I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, not liking this boot job for the coal mine run at all. Don't think I'll take it up here again.
Keep it for the log run.
Might be good for pushing cars around the yard though, like Chris was saying, something bigger than a porter but smaller than a mogul.
What about the log run? I think Comrade was using it the other day to do some stuff. Speaking of waiting for processing, I guess I'm waiting for processing. Guess that's because I'm on the platform. Which is fine because I want to do that one first. Oops, wrong way. Where about you guys?
Approaching the coal mine junction from coal mine.
Just leaving the yard.
Okay, so it's 31 in here. Well, that's easy to do. Okay.
Which way are you gonna come down? I was gonna try to take that new bypass.
Are you there now?
I'm just coming through the rock cut now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, take the switch, come on around. They made a passing sighting there at the Y, at the East River Y, so I'll wait in there for you. And the way I'm going, you'll probably get there first day anyways.
Recent.
Oh, getting dozy. Okay, so I gotta go 2 cars here. What are we at for pipe? Well, the pipe's loaded, so I can't do anything about that. We're out of beams now. Okay. So it's a constant puzzle. I might go watch the guys with the meat. Where do I want to go? Up above the smelter. Somewhere around there.
.44 Double D is at the East River Y, and we're taking the siding. We'll line you through as a hot shot.
Receive. Yeah, I'm going to the iron mine.
Number 44 Double D's in the hole. You're lined in to go by us. Both ends.
Receive. I just passed the canyon. Now I'm going over the second large bridge.
I'm not gonna make it there in time. I tried. Oh, might be getting close. Oh, I see a caboose. Looking for him down the bridge here. Oh no, he's running. That was cool.
Nice, we could almost high five.
You know how far I had to run?
Oh, did you crash?
No!
No, you couldn't have.
No, I was down at the friggin' oil field there.
Oh,
I ran across...
on the train with me. This is you.
I ran across... Whoa, hello. Is this double-headed?
Pushing too. Wow.
Wow!
Wasn't it worth running up here now?
Yes. Well, what was really cool was when I heard you say that you were coming across the second bridge, I was way down in the valley, because I was hopping valleys coming from the oil fields. And I could see you in the distance because I can see as far away as I can. I could see the back end, and I saw your caboose there. I didn't notice the engine, though, but I could see the red caboose going across the bridge. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I figured I'd give this a try. I did it on my map and it worked, so I wanted to see if it would work as a client.
Nice. So it gives it the extra power?
Yeah, I've only got it on 20%, and I just left it at that, and then I adjusted my percentage from the engine front.
Cool. So
Cool.
once we make it...
Couldn't make them work before, but I guess with the physics, maybe it works better now. Because you're not playing with like paper cups in between two big locomotives, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if they were empty if it would work, but I guess with the extra weight of the cars, it probably works.
Might work with the empties because they're heavier now too. So when you get to you're headed to the iron mine. Where are you headed, Bob?
Sawmill yard.
Yeah, okay. You'll have a nice run. Well, yeah. Once you guys are finished in the yards, then we'll save it and we'll go from there.
Oh wow, is it already close to 11?
Yeah, it's 10:54. I was dozing off switching there because. Whoa! Hello. Bye bye.
Yeah, I won't switch everything out up there. I'll just pull it into the yard and then tie it down.
Yeah, roger that. Bob's got he should move pretty good on this section. Well, then again, you got this little clunker, don't you?
I got the little what thing?
You got the clunker mobile. The Climax or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Climax.
Well, that's cute.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed with it. I thought I should have been able to pull more cars up a hill slower. But they may not be done tweaking it yet, so I won't, totally give up on it.
So I take it that has a generator too?
Yes, they both do. They have electric lights.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Cool. Have you been on this line yet, Bob?
No, this is my first trip. Yeah, these have electric lights and generator. Right now I have them at 50%.
How do you like the vistas? Or yeah, you can see down there. You just can't see the trains. Oh, I can see his train just pulling in the distance out down the mountain.
You see a caboose and a car of rails down there?
Yeah, I can't tell the engine, and that's why I couldn't. I was surprised to see the engine when I saw it, but the wood and the caboose shine pretty good. He's just going around one of those bends up there, I think. This curve you gotta watch out for.
Yeah, these are pretty tight curves for being a high-speed run.
You're rocking. You lost the car.
I did too.
I'll see if I can get it. Whoa, oink. Yeah, didn't get it in time. Oh, hang on. Here, I'll stop it. Well, at least it didn't derail. They were shaking pretty good. Yeah, that one S curve you gotta slow down for. Oops. There we go. Yeah, good now. It's kind of funny. I was watching you. It was just like it was swaying back and forth. And I thought it's gonna go any second. It didn't. Just broke the coupler.
Oh, this would be a bad place to derail. Holy crap.
Yeah, but it's a fairly smooth transition here. You should be. I mean, mind you, if you had issues in the S. Now the good thing about the S, and the reason probably why you didn't derail in the S, is because that's level. Here it's 2%.
From this angle, the ballast down at the smelter looks really unrealistically high.
Tell you what, I'm glad I went with 14 cars and not 16, because I think it'll make it with 14, but I don't think I was going to do it with 16.
What power do you have, Chris?
2 moguls.
Nice. Yeah, I tried the mogul the other day, or actually no, I was finishing off the run, the start of the session today, having the empties, but the loads, it took a bit to get 7, even on the high line. Wasn't so much this section. This section's fine. The new expansion. It's the some of the areas along. There's like a little mound. Well, mind you, sorry, I'm not. We're talking about different routes now. I'm talking about the coal mine run up. There's those little mounds along the river, where there's actually a section where it goes above 3% for a tiny bit, and then it just comes back down. The actual climb going up isn't too bad. It's only 2% with a modest 3 that comes on for right at the beginning of the hill, but it's relatively calm. This is nice though. This is no more than 2%.
And I should have this next switch if Chris didn't change it as he went by.
Probably.
No, I left everything.
Whoop whoop. Just what track will I go into in the yard? Where did you come out of, Chris?
You'll be brought into, it should be an empty, oh, I'm sorry. It'll bring you to the yard ladder.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's some empties on the east side, but I don't think you have any way of running around it.
Is there, you think all the tracks on the east side are filled?
Yes, at least they were. When I brought in the empties today, that was the last line. We were filling up empties on the one side where he had all the loads on the other, but there was a train of beams and there was a hopper train.
There's an empty track because I took the beams and stuff, so there's one empty track on that side, and there's an empty track on the other side that the engine servicing is on. I moved the wrought iron down to the freight depot to get it out of there. I didn't know what we wanted to do with it. We only needed 2 cars, so I didn't feel like going all the way down to deliver 2 cars, so I just left it's 6 cars in the yard at the freight depot.
Roger that. Yeah, I was working on the south, trying to free up. Got some pipe out of there, but I don't know where we're at. I'll be in the south for the next little while. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake tomorrow. I'm actually more awake riding on the train. Probably the speed.
Really? Am I going that fast?
Compared to me trying to push and pull and play around and unload, load, unload. Yeah. I thought it would have kept me awake, but actually running and seeing the scenery is actually, I guess, keeping my senses going. Yeah, once I heard you guys were meeting, I was like, okay, that's enough of this stuff.
Sean put on his running shoes. Fucking hot-footed it up to the fucking passing sighting.
Well, I even respawned. I respawned at the depot. And then I just started, I was like, okay, I gotta make a beeline over the mountains, and I did.
Nice.
All your viewers got to see a engine with a helper.
Yeah.
Yep, and the first official meet on that new sighting.
That's right. Well, we held a train, but that was on the main, so that didn't count. Not bad little switcher. This is like I said, this would probably be great for, like you said, shunting around, or the even the log camp.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it on a long run like that again. I mean, that took me all night to go up to the coal mine and back.
Yeah, well, it took me 30 minutes to get with the mogul with 7 empties. Even on the bridge line, it took me 30 minutes to get all the way back. Kind of like the way it was before. I don't know what track's open here.
Well, I'm kind of going by. Chris said he took a locomotive out of one of these tracks, so I'm hoping this is the one that's empty. And even if not, this is the shorty train, so it'll fit already. There is a caboose in front of me.
Probably took it from the other end.
Oh no, there's an open track between these two cabooses.
Nice.
We can just slide right in between. Look like we planned it all along.
Hey, I'm level 10 now.
Nice.
Well, if you don't want to take the climax again, you could always do what I just did and throw another engine on the back.
So what'd you do? You just threw it like at 20% on the tail end, and then controlled everything in the front.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you put it the tender connecting, because the front end of the train will disconnect with the drawbar. And then I threw it at 20% when I left the yard, and I left it at 20% until I got onto the coal yard junction, the coal mine junction, and then when I started going up the iron ore branch, I had to kick it up to 100% on both engines to get up.
You see what I see, Bob?
No, I don't know where you went.
I'm right in front of the engine here. I'm looking at car 407 on the hopper train.
Oh, a little boom boom.
I don't remember seeing that.
What happened?
Car 407 on the hopper train looks like it's got a little piggyback tow truck move.
What is it, on top of another car?
Sort of. It's like
Yep, it's like at a 15-degree angle humping the car in front of it.
Oh boy, I'll have to watch the playback on that.
Okay, you guys both ready for a save?
Just give me 2 minutes, I'm pulling into the iron ore mine yard now.
Roger that.
Oh, nice. I thought it would take you longer to get there. You made some good time once you passed us, because we only got to here a little few minutes ago. But I'm on the ground ready for a save.
I'll give you a save. Okay, Bob. Okay, Bob, you got a save.
Alrighty. Have a good night, guys. Good night, YouTube. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, you too, Bob. Take care, man. Yeah, it must have spawned weird. Normally I don't push them together. I'll just put 2 brakes on the back, 2 brakes on the front, but that one didn't like it. And I've heard sometimes if it's derailed or something's wrong with it, you go to save, you spawn it again, and it actually fixes itself.
Okay, I'm on the ground. The train's got all its brakes on. Good to go.
Alright, we're good.
Alright, so if I, for whatever reason, I'm not here tomorrow, there's 14 cars at the iron ore mine that need to be unloaded.
Okay, sounds good, man. Anyways, have a good one, Mark. Sorry, there was Mark on my YouTube. Have a good one, Chris.
Have a good night.
Take care, man. Okay, guys. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock, and, hopefully I'm a little more awake. So, but that was at least a fun catch towards the end. Anyways, guys, have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Take care.